Snow White and the Seven... wait, Six Box Checkers and one Dwarf. Hey YouTube, welcome to Chat About It, Don't Chat About It with Rachel Link, and boy oh boy, today's one is an absolute doozy. Remember, keep it nice down in the comments, chat about it, don't chat about it, use your critical thinking if you have it, and if you don't, state your opinions. And I'd like to know what they are, so don't forget to leave a comment below. Let's get ready to chat about it and not chat about it. So Disney is woke. Old news, but I said it. I felt like it needed saying too. But their wokeism has gone from starting off really nice and small and not being too woke to being ram it down your throat kind of woke. And I don't approve of that, Disney. I really don't. I mean, you just literally with this Snow White and the Seven, well, not even that, one Dwarf and Six Box Checkers has literally been shoved in my face like a cream pie. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. It's not what I wanted. But you decided that you were going to do it anyway. But let's talk about it. So, it has, of course, sparked major controversy and hitback. Major hitback. Major hitback. And to be quite frank, Disney deserve it. Just waiting for my computer to finish crashing. So, as we all know by now, last Thursday the Daily Mail leaked a load of images from the new upcoming movie. Apparently it's filming here in Bedfordshire in England. I didn't know that. Great, thanks for bringing your wokeism to England, Disney. Thank you very much. And this is the most sort of famous image. It is an image of Rachel Zegler, although they said it was the stand-in, but to me that actually looks like Rachel Zegler. And a very diverse range of dwarfs. Now we'll get to the dwarfs in a minute. Let's just quickly talk about Rachel Zegler. Now, Rachel Zegler, I'm not going to focus on her too much because I actually think she's had a lot of backlash, which is not really fair. Great choice for West Side Story in Maria. Do I think she's right for the role of Snow White? No. Why? Because unfortunately I think she's falling under Disney's box check. Will she portray the role beautifully? I'm sure she will. But the issue that I have really majorly over Rachel Zegler's casting is the fact that Snow White is actually German. So if Disney actually did the research and they're trying to be absolutely 100% PC, then why did they not cast a German actress in this role? I'm just saying, you know, I mean, poor Rachel Zegler has actually just received a load of unnecessary backlash because Disney are so unbelievably woke and they needed to check a box that they decide to change her nationality from German to a Latina. I mean, come on, Disney. Think about it. You know, there would have been plenty of German actresses out there who would have loved to have done this role. There's also some things that Rachel Zegler has said. Let me just find those. I just found out that Gal Gadot is actually playing the evil queen. So I've linked this article below, but this is from Elle.com. Rachel Zegler says, "Never in a million years did I imagine that this would be a possibility for me. You don't normally see Snow Whites of a Latin descent." Well, no, you don't, because Snow White is German. Anyway, even though Snow White is a big deal in Spanish-speaking countries, people are making these jokes about ours being the PC Snow White. Yeah, it is, because it needed that. So you even agree yourself. But the thing is, it didn't need that. Disney are essentially trying to, in my opinion, with all of these old films being turned into live action modern day films, they're actually trying to apologise for a lot of mistakes that they made which have been conducive for their time period. That's what I actually think it is. They don't actually need to take these old stories and make them into live actions and apologise for them. Like I said, it's conducive to the time period. It's an 85-year-old cartoon, and our version is a refreshing story about a young woman who has a function beyond "Someday My Prince Will Come." Okay, so let's just read this as well. The time period, if they are being conducive, which they're not, but if they were, listen to this. 1500s. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is based on the 1812 German fairy tale by the Brothers Grimm and was released in 1937. Details like the storybook's style and the fact that the dwarves yodel, as yodeling was first recorded in Europe in 1545, place Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in mid to late 1500s Germany. Now, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that women over the centuries have been extremely suppressed. So if they are set in it, in the time period that this is supposed to be set in, it literally is just, should be, "Oh, my prince will come someday, I hope." That's what it should be, if they're being conducive to the time period. Which they probably won't be. It's Disney. They are trying to be woke before they go broke. I don't know if it's working. But at the same time, the new take on it could actually be interesting. So we'll see, I guess. Not that I'm going to go and see it, but we'll see. We'll see what the reviews are like. That being said, I have nothing against Rachel Zegler. Like I said, perfect choice for West Side Story. Just not the first person to have been my choice for this role. And that's the way it is. But I'm sure that she will. Editing Rachel just here, I realised I forgot to say that I think Disney should start writing new stuff rather than regurgitating their old stuff for the women of colour leading ladies. Write new princesses for them, Disney, instead of apologising for your past racism. Do absolutely fine, and she'll do the best. And I am actually really glad that she's not bleaching her skin for the role. Although I really hope that Disney don't actually white her skin out with paint. That would just also be rude. Very rude to her. But this is where I really think Disney have bugged up the most. The dwarves. Oh my god. What is this? You have one dwarf and 6 standard size human beings. Why? It's called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So Disney think that Peter Dinklage, because it was Peter Dinklage who had a say in the casting of these people. You would think that Peter Dinklage would actually support his own community. Wouldn't you think that? I mean, call it ableism if you like, but those are 6 regular-sized human beings, and last time I checked, dwarves were also human beings. There are plenty of dwarf actors out there who are human beings. There are plenty of black actors out there who are dwarves, who are also human beings. There are plenty of Hispanic dwarves out there. There are plenty of white dwarves out there. There are plenty of dwarves out there who may very well be transgender or non-binary. Where are they, Disney? Because that's not what I'm looking at right here. You accepted what Peter Dinklage had to say. You went along with what Peter Dinklage had to say. That makes you culpable for ostracizing the dwarf community. I'm an actress. I wouldn't actually be sort of like happy about ostracizing a group of people for the sake of being politically correct. If you actually wanted to be politically correct, you would have all 7 of them as dwarves and have them represented correctly. And yes, you can do that for different races. You can do that. I think the dwarves are actually a group of people that you could probably get away with doing that. I wonder if there's actually a name for these dwarves. Are they these dwarves, I should say. Let me just have a look. I don't know if this is the name for them, but they have been labelled as magical creatures. I don't know if that's the name for them, but I'm pretty sure the dwarves aren't actually magic. I mean, it has been a long time since I've actually read Grimm's fairy tale, but I'm pretty sure they weren't magic. I'm a little bit, more than just a little bit irritated, which is why I'm talking about it, but I'm not going to shout about it. Subscribe. But really ostracizing a group of people who are more than capable of filling in for these, not filling in, but they're more than capable of performing these roles. And you just ostracize them. You tell them that, no, you can't do it, because Peter Dinklage has told us that having magical creatures would be much more PC. And Disney, you should have actually told him, no, we're sticking to dwarves. And we're going to keep our woke political correctness by having the representation of different cultures and different backgrounds and different sexualities through the dwarves. Oh, and different genders, because there is a female in there as well. But no. They had to go with regular-sized human beings. Well, Disney, well done. Well done. Well done. I mean, you guys have been woke for a long time, but like I said, this is the first big cream pie that I've had in my face from your wokeism. Come on. So I've just found a quote from Peter Dinklage from GOTV, and I thought I just had to get it in there because it actually made me laugh. Okay, so Disney's decision to replace the dwarves with magical creatures was influenced mainly by Game of Thrones star Peter Dinklage. Now, I like Peter Dinklage. I think he's very talented, but this is ridiculous. As he spoke out last year against the backwards narrative of 7 dwarves living in a cave. They're minors, aren't they? I thought that's what they were. Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure that the majority of miners used to work in caves. I mean, you know, it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just being thick, but maybe Peter Dinklage knows something that I don't. And I'm pretty sure they had a house in the woods, and that's where they lived, you know. I was a little taken aback when they, meaning Disney, were very proud to cast a Latina actress as Snow White. But you're still telling the story of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. So he was shocked over the casting of Rachel Zegler. If he's shocked over the casting of Rachel Zegler, should he actually be in the film? I don't know. He expressed his shock to Marmaron's WTF, as in, you know, what the bleep, podcast. It makes no sense to me. You're progressive in one way, and you're still making that effing backwards story about 7 dwarves living in a cave together. They do not live in the cave in the film. They are miners. They work in a cave, and they live in the woods in a house, like everyone else. Anyway, what the F are you doing, man? Have I done nothing to advance the cause from my soapbox? I guess I'm not loud enough. So what, you stand on your soapbox and ostracize your entire community? Well done. You're not going to recover well from this, I don't think, Peter. unfortunately. It's going to take you a while. Because, like I said, there are plenty of dwarf actors out there who would have quite happily gone and done this role. If you wanted to modernise the, as you put it, living in the cave together, you could have a much bigger house in the woods where it actually is, where they actually live together, and you could actually have them mining in a quarry. That is also a thing. You know, you don't have to be having them mine for diamonds. But, you know, if they're out of the cave, where are they going to work? If they're out of this cave, where are they going to live? You know, I mean, because apparently they live in the cave. But, yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. I have linked everything below that I have referred to. Go and check that out if you want to know. I don't know what the frequency of my videos are going to be yet. Let me know if you want more content like this. I have loads of different subjects that I think will be great for this channel. Don't forget to come and check out my other channel. I have another channel, yes. That one is older than this one. That's my Rachel Link channel. Go and check that one out. I've linked that one below for you. And check out my other channel as well. That's a new channel, and that's called Legs and Wheels, and I'm doing that with my friend Stevie, who is called Wheels because that's the nickname we gave him, and he gave me the nickname Legs. So go and check that out. And again, discuss in the comments, but remember, chat about it, don't shout about it. My name is Rachel Link, and I'll see you in the next one.